Okay then, so this is the Menvier 30. That's it, that's the brain box, that's the keypad. The keypad is an KPO1, which is the Ion keypad from the Scantronic Ion range. It's all compatible with all the Ion stuff, all the Ion expanders and everything. It's all cross-compatible between the Menvier and the Scantronic range, which I personally think that's a bold move for... It's a bold move for... It's not even Cooper anymore, it's Eaton now. Eaton. E-A-T-O-N. It's not Cooper anymore. It's still all branded as Cooper, like Cooper, Menvier and all that. But it's actually Eaton who own it all now. So, yeah. Let's get a move on. Menvier 30 is the panel. It's been on 17 minutes. I've had a little bit of a play to get used to the menus and stuff, roughly. I'll just quickly run through what we've got. We've got 10 zones on board. Zone 0 to 9. This is your bus, which houses keypads and expanders and stuff. One transistor output and then auxiliary power there. PSTN line, which is for the dialer that's built into it, the modem. Then all the bell and loudspeaker stuff there. And then there's all these things which will be for like digicoms and dialers and expanders and outputs and stuff like that. If I'm honest, I don't really know what it's for. I haven't really looked into it. So I've linked out the lid tamper because we've got the lid on. Yeah, this is the brain box. This is a lot smaller than previous Menvier boards. I know this is the baby out of the new range. I assume that some of the other boards go out this far because this is like a wiring, where it's like a harness for the PCB on the thingy and battery and transformer and stuff. So anyway, let's actually get into it. Now, one thing I am going to say is don't expect Menvier tones. There are no Menvier tones. The only Menvier tones are actually made by the keypad. The keypad makes Menvier tones, but not the TS tones, the tones from the M series. The loudspeaker seems to make some completely random other tones. You've got a Scantronic entry tone, but the exit tone and the chime's a bit odd. I'll demonstrate the chime for you now. This does the Menvier chime, that does something else. This is the door contact, by the way, and my bin's full of bottles of water, just in case you're wondering. Right, let's open the door. Beep, boop. So it's sort of a Scantronic chime on the loudspeaker, but the keypad does Menvier one. If you listen again. Bit of an odd one. That ring is red because it's telling me I've got a PTSN fault or PSTM, whichever way around it goes. I'm not sure if I'm honest. Right, so I'm going to set it for you now. And again, don't expect the tones to be similar. So here we go. It's all still default codes. I haven't got far yet. Tick to telling me that there's a PSTN line fault and that there's no alarm fail. 40 seconds to set. So you can hear this is making a Menvier setting tone. That's making some high-pitched horrible noise. Giving you the balls that the PIR's seen me. It's a 40-second exit timer as well. It says door M because I accidentally put an M in the name. Don't worry about that. See, I don't understand why the keypad still makes all the Menvier tones, but the loudspeaker doesn't. Right, I'm going to open the door contact to start the entry timer. Beep, beep. And it's just going to remind me that I've got them faults. Enter access code. So let's enter the menu, shall we? You can omit zones. Your shunt groups, your users, you can view your log, you can test. Let's go into the test menu. Let's test the wide keypad. Press keys to test. I don't like that. Right, up, down. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hash, star hash, 0, and we'll quit out of walk test. Let's do that. Yeah, chime on, why not? So we open the door. Boop, boop. Do that. Right, PIR's not being picked up by the walk test. Walk test zones. There we go. Right. I don't understand it. Right, that's a confusing menu. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, there's loads of things you can test. You can test prox tags. Sirens and sounders. Loudspeakers. Yeah, that's the Scantronic alarm tone, which I had a feeling it was going to do. It seems as the loudspeaker seems to be doing all the Scantronic tones. Although this actually did this make the Scantronic tone? No, again, this still makes the Menvier tones, which confuses me because this is a Scantronic keypad to begin with, and this makes Menvier tones. I don't understand, if I'm honest. Oh dear. Anyway, I don't mind. I quite like the Scantronic tones, so yeah, right, we'll quit out of there. So that's that. Yeah, so that was the test menu. I've got a prox tag on me. Let's just scan it because this keypad should be prox enabled. Let's just see what it does because this isn't registered. No. Alright, anywhere on the keypad. Register it. It should be 4 times and then it should go off. Get the loudspeaker. That is something else I forgot to mention. It locks the keypad out. If there is a code fault, the keypad locks out. It doesn't just tamper, keypad locks for 90 seconds. Yeah, this is the Menvier tone. It's still locked out. This is a bit of a stupid feature. This is one that I don't get. This is actually an addition to the software. Just while that's going off, we'll just show it eating. I'm sure it was an addition in this one, or it might have been a previous version. No, it must have been a previous version of the software. So there's been quite a few. There's been quite a few different versions of the software released for this. It's on 4.04 at the minute. There we go. Call installer! Because it's gone into tamper mode and it don't like it. I'm just going to stick the loudspeaker back in. I took it out because it's like 10 o'clock at night here, so sure the neighbours will be loving that one. Call installer, I am the installer. Tick, tick, tick. Cool. Oh yeah, it's set up for user verification to let the engineers in. This is for like remote setup and stuff like that. So there's loads of stuff in here. System options. Let's have a look in there. You can set the zones, like, so for example, you can have the panel as closed circuit wiring, and you can have the expanders as fully supervised loop. And you can also choose the resistance values for the zones as well. So obviously I've got set on the default 2K2 for tamper and 4K7 for alarm. But you can have it on 1K, 1K, 2K, 2K, 4K7, 4K7, or just standard 4-wire, or standard 2-wire. So we're going to leave it set as that. So user access, user reset, confirmation, masking, shunt groups, restore default, install a name, install a code, keypad text. Oh yeah, then you can name the keypad, because obviously it's Menvier 30 at the moment, we don't want that. So keep pressing back to clear it. GT, I don't know how you do special characters on this. It's not a one that we want. Oh, this confuses me, this bit, because I don't understand. I've sorted it. T. Special characters confuses me. I'm sure there's an option on here for special characters somewhere. I'll just put GT systems. This is very thrilling, I know. Remote needs entry, remote entry, panel loudspeaker, volume, move it on the default for now. Entry alarm, delay, abort time, supervision, jamming. Force set. Tamper emit, CSID code, silence alerts. User code for that. This is set date time, panel tamper. And we're back to the beginning of that menu. Let's quit that. And now it's going to do a scan. It's going to check the bus to make sure I haven't added or removed any devices. It's going to check if there's any faults on the system, which there are. There's the line fault. Whether it will tell me that at the end of this or not, I don't actually know. No! Have I spelled that right? Systems, yeah. Didn't like that. Yes. And unset, because I don't actually want it to set. Yes. You can press the X to quit out of it as well. I don't actually know what the A, B, C, D buttons do, if they do anything. Yeah, there's only one ward set up anyway. I'd have that as fast set, I would. You press the tick again and it's fast set, but it's not set up like that. Right. All in all, not a bad system, actually. I tell you what, compared to the M series, this is a lot easier to use, because with the M series you had to put your code in and then you had to press 0 or enter in order to get it to set. Now this is asking me to press enter or tick purely because there's a fault in the system. And also if you wanted to unset or stop it setting, you'd have to put your code in and then you'd have to choose enter or 0 again to cancel it. At least on this you can just hit the cancel unset button or the cross for cancel. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Not bad. I'm going to give it a proper in-depth look over at some point. I have a proper fiddle with all the options on it. But I actually quite like this system. I think it's not bad. The mixture of tones between the keypad and the loudspeaker I don't like though. It's kind of like the 9800 plus, 98000 plus Scantronic one. The keypad and the loudspeaker used to make different tones on that, and that used to annoy the hell out of me because the keypad would be going bleely, 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 and the speaker would be going boo, boo. It's something like that anyway. It just wasn't cool. And this seems to be doing the same thing. But other than that, no, it is a really good system. I'm quite happy with it, especially the fact that it's got 10 zones. This has a maximum of 30 zones, and you can get 10 zone wide expanders, or you can get 10 zone wireless expanders, or a 30 zone wireless expander. Obviously the 30 zone is not going to work with this, but the 10 zone one would. Here's another point actually that I've just remembered. These keypads don't have zones or loudspeaker outputs, whereas obviously the good old networker Menvier panels such as the TS and the M range, they had loudspeaker and zone outputs on them. There is the big square keypads that are designed for this system. One of those does have 2 zone outputs on it, but there's still no loudspeaker output on them. That's a little bit of a step backwards in my opinion. Because the loudspeaker output does come in handy with a lot of places. But oh well, you know, fair enough, do whatever you want. Scanny, Cooper, Eaton, Menvier, whatever you are. Not a bad system. I think I need to get my hands on an Ion now and see how that all works. I'll see if there's any going on eBay for the cheaps. Yeah, that'll be the heartbeat LED that's flashing there. Yeah, heartbeat. So yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching this slight overview video. I'm going to dig into it a bit more, see what else it can do, what I've missed out, and set it up a bit more better. Oh, actually, that's chime 1. Now you can have two different chimes. There's chime 1 and chime 2 on here. Let me just go, not detectors because that's wireless. We want to, oh no, it is detectors. You go down to zones, door attributes, chime 1 off, chime 2 on, quit out. I just want to see what the difference is between chime 1 and chime 2, whether it makes a difference with that or the keypad or what. But the 2 chime option is actually a good idea. I think they had that, the M series, the M panel I've got, the M800, that's got 3 chime options I think. Beep boop beep boop. I don't know what to make of that one really. Anyway, yeah, that'll do for this video. If you can think of anything that you want me to have a fiddle with on it, but really, I don't really know what else I can do with this, with it just being on a bench like this. That'll be that. I've got a video with the Abacus panel coming up soon as well. I've done the first part of that, and now just need to nick the power cable and the PIR back off of this to stick on the panel to do the second part of the video. I'll do that soon. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye.